Alright, so here we are in my garage, showing off my two Lamborghinis, but you know what I like more than these two Lamborghinis? This black cat right here. His name's Boo. Say hi, Boo. Meow. Alright, anyway, guys, enough with the joking around here. So we are on our video 3 of this update here of our panel for the studio. So we've got the breakers are all in. I skipped, so I think it was 2 weeks ago, going on 2 weeks that I made my last video. I didn't make one last weekend, I believe. But the uploads on the first 2 videos that I've made, I think I uploaded them both together, but they recorded apart from each other. So yeah, so the timetables and from the times I recorded them and uploaded them, I think are a little bit off, but that doesn't matter too much. But I guess the important thing is again, the breakers are here, yay. I'm still waiting on this receptacle here. It's getting just a little bit annoying. They keep on pushing the back order date on me, so every day that I go in and look and say, oh, you know, it should be shipping out today, and then it pushes back like 2 or 3 days. So and it's been like that for maybe about a week or so. Well, actually, I've been waiting on it, I think since maybe the beginning of when I first ordered everything. I can't remember if it was the first or the second shipment from Auto Direct or Automation Direct. So yeah, long story short, or short story long, I'm still waiting on that. But the PLC, ordered that last night. I got the PLC ordered, an Ethernet cable for the programming, and then I've got what was the other thing? A switch. I got to get another switch here for the main on and off thing, because I guess there was a back thing here that you need to get. It didn't show it in the picture, and I missed that. Thankfully, this is only like I think that was only like $6, so I'm not even gonna worry about returning it. So I've got the right one coming. I got this heat gun a little bit ago for my labels. Sucker started smoking. I just stuck it in there when I was done with it. So yeah, once we get those 3 things, I get this sucker programmed, and well, I guess I still need that. But once I get the PLC installed, then this thing is like, I would say minimum 90% done. Of course, I'll have to put all my wire away covers on and everything, and yeah. The labels. Let's talk about the labels. So, I went online and got this Brady M212. We use a Brady. It's a bigger one than this at work, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, well, I'll just go on Amazon or whatever, and I'll just look at how much those actually run. And in my mind, before I saw them, I was like, well, these have probably got to be pretty expensive. And it was to my surprise whenever I went online and I found out that this one here, this model with just the unit itself without the batteries, was I think $100. And I mean, this sucker is pretty slick if you ask me. I was pretty upset because they didn't say in the like the title description that batteries were not included. I'm still debating with myself whether or not I'm going to call them and like address this. That was about a week ago, and I was trying to give it a little bit of time and just see if it was, you know, something worth pursuing, but I probably will, because I was pretty upset to get this and no batteries. But then thankfully it does accept let me show you 6 AA batteries. I didn't realize that until I was talking to my wife about it. She's like, you can't put batteries in it? I was like, no, I don't think so. I started looking at it, I popped the cover open, and sure enough, it's got a little label down there saying you can put them in there. But yeah, again, it doesn't even say like in the anywhere you search around for the information on the batteries, and it gives you very little, and it doesn't even tell you that no batteries come with it, so kind of misleading or omission or whatever, however you want to say it there. So yeah, but other than that, pretty cool label. I got it did come with this excuse me, a little label thing here. I did get the wire labels. That's all right. So that is inside of this box. I've already used it up, and I just tossed it in there for now. I'm not impressed with the price of these nylon, or not nylon, but shrink wrap labels for how much they gave you. It was like, all right, I think it was maybe $80 just for the cartridge, and they didn't give you enough. Like I didn't have enough to finish this whole thing. Like some of these, let's look down here. Like I've still got to do these here. These for the whatever you call these, the relays, and then of course my plus 24 DC coming in. I've got to do all those, and then probably a few other things. I've got those, and I've got these here. So I don't know, but I mean, granted, I did make a few mistakes, but I mean, let's say I made 10 mistakes. That, I don't know. If you ask me, I should have gotten way more for $80, but maybe it's just a Brady thing, and you're kind of paying for that little logo and word right there. So, it is what it is. I just ordered another the laminate thing. I would have ordered that in the beginning, but I guess I just wasn't really thinking, or I didn't realize that they had laminated labels, because I was just used to what we used at work. At work, we just use the Brady for terminal blocks, so they come with like little smaller ones. Excuse me. You just put over the terminal blocks, and yeah, and we use a different software for the wire labels, and they come on actual like stickers. You get like a square about that big, and then like, I don't know, maybe 1.5 inches of it or so is laminate, and you just wrap it around. But anyway, so yeah, but thankfully at least I was able to get most of it done. And like I said, just a little bit ago, I was working on getting everything shrunk up. So yeah, that's mostly. I've got some of my stickers in, my ground stickers. The PLC, so that comes, okay, so today is, let's look at the date here. July 31st, what's today, Friday. I ordered it, like I said, last night. Automation Direct is really good about their 2-day shipping, but they don't, the FedEx overnight 2-day shipping doesn't deliver on the weekend, sadly, so it'll come Monday. But here's the big but. Monday, I'm leaving for Charleston, West Virginia for my journeyman test on Tuesday, August 4th. So I'm getting a hotel for the night down there, and then Tuesday I'll take my journeyman test. So I think right after work on Monday, I'm planning on going straight to Charleston, so I won't be able to probably mess with it much. So at least have it, and then whenever I come back, hopefully we'll be able to get it installed and programmed and everything. Well, what I can get programmed. The only thing that's kind of bugging me again is this still that. So it's looking like the PLC will probably be here before that will be. And I think, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I think that's the only thing that I'm really mostly waiting on is just those few things. Also, I think last weekend, I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure it was last weekend, but it doesn't matter. So I got all the holes drilled for my grommets to put in for the loads themselves to go in. Here is my... So like I said in the first video, this sucker is just running off a 120 volt, 15 amp wall plug. So I've got the conductors right there just hanging. Say hang. Boo. I wasn't talking to you, boy. Come here, boy. Cute boy. So yeah. But yeah, I don't think there's much else to cover. I just kind of wanted to give an update on the breakers. It's really a lot of fun messing with these. Let's see if I can get it all perfectly. Let's see. Yep, there it is. It's fun to play with. I'm not sure if I did order the new set or the additional set of terminal blocks here. And I got a multicolor, so I just pulled the green ones and used it for the ground, so that worked out. So I was able to get more of the jumpers. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else really worth showing here. I'm trying to, I don't mean to drag us on, but I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything that I wanted to point out. We'll come over here to the prints here real quick. There's not much really to show you other than I guess I can understand a little bit of how engineers well, let me put it this way. I can understand their jobs a little bit because, like, you know, mistakes happen. I made mistakes in these with the wire labels, and I would go in here and, like, on some of these, I'd be like, well, why is that labeled that way? That's not right. And I would just have to go through here and change some things when I was printing out all my labels. But for the most part, I mean, we will see how everything works together and whether I did everything correctly when we go to test it after programming. Well, actually, I'll probably test a few things before I actually program it, but just to make sure we have current in all the right places at the right time. So, but yeah, so that is the true test of whether I did everything correctly, obviously. So, but yeah, there's not much really to show you here. I've not, like I said, I don't think I really made a whole lot of changes. Everything seems to be correct. I know I did mention this. I do need to probably upsize this circuit. Well, okay, yeah. So this circuit breaker for the receptacle probably upsize. Is it 2 amp? I think I said I need to probably upsize it to maybe a 1 amp. I have it as a 2 amp on here. I don't think that's right. 128. Okay, it is a 2 amp. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what I had mentioned in that other video when I talked about it, but I might have to, when I go back and do the load calculations, because what we said, if you remember, I was going to have to put the desk and the PC on this one here. So I need to make sure I'm not going to overdraw on that 2 amp right there. But if I do, I mean, I guess I'll find out. If I don't want to do the calculation, I might not. I don't care. I'll just plug it in and see what happens. I know it's kind of lazy, but I really don't want to have to order another one because these are here like $20, and yeah, I would rather just leave it. Like here, I don't think I mentioned this the first time. Here's another thing I want to point out. So right here, we're running on a D-curve breaker. So what happened was this was originally going to be a 4 amp. You can see right here where the power supply is a 4 amp circuit breaker 114. So that one was supposed to be a 4 amp originally, but I had to upsize it because Automation Direct, go figure, this one here was out of stock. So I was like, well, I need this stuff now. I'll just upsize it to a 5 amp and it'll be fine. Well, I wasn't paying attention because I was at work and I was trying to do it in a hurry. And guess what? I didn't get a Type C. I got the D curve. And I was like, ah, dang it. So I started doing my research on it. And I was like, well, I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. And I still think it's going to be fine. I mean, maybe say that I don't know what I'm doing, but I think maybe it'll be more preferred in this situation to have a D curve, but we'll figure it out. And for those who don't really understand the difference between I think it's a B curve, C curve, and D curve type mini circuit breakers. Basically, is if I understand it correctly, it's the timing of the load actually like circulates through the breaker, I believe, and also has something to do with I think it's mostly to do with how the timing in which the breaker would trip if the capacity is overloaded, essentially. So it may not trip. Let's say we got 5 amps here. Let's say we have a fault somewhere and we're drawing or we're pulling I don't know, double the amps, for example, 10 amps. It won't trip instantly, but maybe it'll go even, like expand to, I don't know, let's say like 12 or 13 amps by chance, and then it'll eventually trip it. So it's that's why they call it a delay. I'm like 95% sure that's how it works. But if I'm dead wrong, please somebody tell me in the comments how exactly that works. So, but the only thing really running off the 5 amp, or excuse me, the power supply, which is what the 5 amp going to. This is the PLC. The PLC doesn't really draw all that much. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it's not a lot. And then I don't have that many loads going into it. Of course, all of the coils on the relays, we've got, 6 of them? I think 5 of them are going to be used. And then we're going to have this one here, but I'm pretty sure, and what I was figuring out was this has only got one of them, so this will have to go on the actual switch side and not the light side, the luminaire or whatever. So I might be good there, and that's not very much being pulled from the power supply. So I don't know. Like I said, I guess at this point, most of this is all theory, right? So I haven't actually done. I mean, obviously I'm an electrician by day, but this whole thing here is all theorized based on calculations and theory and all of that good stuff. So we're just gonna go with it and hope everything works, and there's very little adjustments needed to be made, and I can give myself a good old pat on the back whenever this sucker fires up and doesn't burst into a ball of flames. Oh my goodness. So I wish there was a lot more to talk about on this. I don't really have a whole lot of opportunities to talk about this to a lot of people, so this is kind of my brain dump and what's going on, I guess. So yeah, for the umpteenth time, I think this is everything on this. Again, I wish there was maybe a few more things that would catch my attention so I can talk about, but I don't think there is, guys. So we're just probably going to wrap this sucker up, and then yeah, so I'll plan on updating you guys again whenever we get the PLC in, and then we'll see if the receptacle is here, and yeah, we'll go from there. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.